Here's a statement from Trump last night on True Social. Congratulations to Matt Van Epps on his big congressional win in the great state of Tennessee. The radical left Democrats threw everything at him, including millions of dollars. Another great night for the Republican Party, President Donald J. Trump. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all have a moment of silence right now because Brian Krasenstein's butt is probably hurting right now, as last night Republicans scored a major victory in Tennessee's 7th congressional district. Now, this was a very important election, very, very significant, because the Democrats poured millions of dollars into this election and they pulled out all the stops. They knew that this was important because, one, Republicans hold a very slim majority in the House, and two, because they thought if they can pour enough money into this election to upset a district where Trump won by 22 percentage points in 2024, then it would set a narrative and it would set a precedent to demoralize Republicans heading into the midterms, saying that, look, this was a Trump stronghold and our Marxist, communist, liberal retard woman just beat your Trump-backed candidate. So Trump started holding tele-rallies. The Republicans started pouring super PAC money into it. Everybody was paying attention to this one, and it really was a big deal. But the Democrats leading up to this election, they were saying the polling numbers are showing this is going to be a close one. This is like within the margin of error. And you had Brian Krasenstein last night with 39% of the reporting in saying Afton Bain can win. Look, everybody, if Bain comes within 10 points of her Republican opponent, this is incredibly bad for Trump. It looks like she has a chance of winning, which would be devastating to Republicans. But then guess what? The vote was called and it actually completely flipped. Matt Van Epps won with 53.5% of the vote to Afton Bain, who only got 45.5%. So amazing how people like Brian Krasenstein can lose and still think it's a win. Hey, if we lose by less than 10 points, we win. Now, you still have people saying that this was way too close for comfort and this should have been an absolute blowout. And while I agree with that sentiment, I want to remind you guys that anytime the party that's in power currently can win like this in an off-year election cycle by 10 points, I mean, that's still a huge victory. We don't want to sell this short, but I also have to point out the fact that this should have been an absolute blowout because on one hand, you had a candidate that's a combat veteran. He's a father. He's a businessman. He's a National Guard member. He supports conservative values. And on the other hand, you had this spoiled brat Marxist communist who literally said she hates her own district.
I hate the city. I hate the bachelorettes. I hate the pedal taverns. I hate country music. I hate all of the things that make Nashville, apparently, and its city to the rest of the country, but I hate it. Yeah, I'm that girl at the airport that all these bachelorettes are giddy walking out in their two-toned colored Pantone pink shirts, and they walk out and they're like, oh my God, Nashville is so bad.
They're so loud.
Ugh, that cringy woman got 50,000 votes. So yes, I am concerned, but I'm not concerned for the reasons that the media and the Democrats want me to be. I'm not going to take a win and look at it as a loss. This was a victory, and it was a significant victory. And just because a bunch of Southern California liberal white women transplanted to Nashville and screw the place up, I don't think that's a big indicator of how Republicans are going to perform nationwide in the midterms. A win is a win, especially in an off year, in a special election, while Republicans hold the majority in the House, and people are not as motivated to get out and vote because their party is in power. That's just the way things go. So don't let the media demoralize you and try to make this win into a loss. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've been noticing that a lot of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed to this channel, and you may be missing a lot of content by not being a subscriber. So take 2 seconds to click that button and subscribe, turn the bell notifications on so you never miss another update. Be sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.